What type of team do you want to put on the floor?
A winning team.
Because the fans and the media, we're having trouble trying to figure out exactly what Brian Shaw wants out there.
Sure. Well, we're going to have to be a team that gets up and down. This is Denver. You know, come hell or high water, we have to be a team that's top, third in the league in pace, at least. We have to be a team that takes advantage of some of our geographic advantages. Certainly, the altitude is an advantage. Some of the travel that opposing teams come in is an advantage. So we'll never be a grinded out, walk the ball up the court team. And I think if you combine an up-tempo game with high basketball IQ players, I think that's kind of ideally the vision that we all have.
But that was not Brian Shaw's intention originally. It seemed to me he really wanted to develop the half-court game. And once again, we're talking about moving parts, that the playoffs is not a totally different game, but a very different game. Fewer possessions, George Karl always talked about, that the possessions, even for a team that's fast-paced, are going to go down by 15–20%, I would think. And, playing defense and having a half-court game. But Doug Moe and Larry Brown in past and George Karl were successful in pushing the pace and pushing the pace and pushing the pace. And they were accused of not playing defense, but I thought George Karl teams, when they would double cover, that they did a good job. When you're scoring 105 points a game, 115 points a game, you are going to give up.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a bit too easy to be critical of fast-paced teams not playing defense. I think some of the advanced analytics will suggest, pace associated numbers will give you a truer picture. And we've had some very good teams here in the past that have scored in the high 100s, and we're above average defensive teams. So I don't think it's one or the other. I think it's the ability in the playoffs to play one or the other. I think ideally, so certainly still be a fast break up and down team. And then when the playoffs, you don't have some of these advantages that you have a team coming on a back-to-back, that you're not as heavily scouted. And in those cases, I think that's where we'd like to be able to adjust if need be.